Hello, how are you? So I've reached a point when evaluating my operands, I need to be able to extract my context information by string. What I mean by that is, in the very beginning of this journey of me learning Rust, I envisioned that with the help of serde Json parser, I would be able to provide a sort of JSON object and extract the value of the object by key. Um, Maybe it's going to be more more visual if I just have it like so. Let's say I have an A or not some context, and what was there, a season or something. Yes, I have a dish variable, so I have a dish, and let's say I'm getting spare ribs. So when I pass this context to my stuff and my table is reading that, I should be able to get context dish and have that as my operand. So somewhere in the past I envisioned this, but this was a messy code, and I want to extract the function I had and literally test it heavily just to know if I could return a proper operand for myself. So without further um, ado, I will yank this, and I have already created a file which I literally copy pasted from some of my existing code and uh, made it made a test for it. So what I want to have right now is the function get context var in here, and I want to test it a bunch because I don't think the implementation I have is valid. I want to iterate through objects from within objects and within objects because let's say context 2 at some point a business analyst or whatever might have a embedded object meal preferences. It's a bad example, but still there might be a inner parameter, let's say boolean. So I still want to be able to call context to preference meal preferences this. So in my code, in the table, I would write this as the parameter here, and it would give me the actual value I pass in. So I want to write an extractor of a variable like this. Okay. So I need to bring in certain things from the main, which I had. So apparently I'll be using serde yank. All right, and what else was I using? So yeah, this was my test sample. So I want to bring it in. over here. All right. What else did I have? And yeah, I need to parse it. Shift V for Vim. All right, yank for copy. All right, so I've got my basic things that I care about. Why is it all multi-line code? Like this, like maybe it's prettier this way. All right, screw it. So this should work at least, I hope. So this is written, and let me run the test again. So it's still it still compiles, so nothing is broken. So I'm gonna let what was the name of the function? Get context var 31gg here. Let v for var get context var the name. Here it's supposed to be season lowercase, and the context is the context from here, context. All right, so it should compile. All right, all right, so obviously I need to lend the context to it, and I need to lend this string to it, and maybe I need to make it owned, or call it toString to it. Expected struct string found str, so to string. I will need to revisit this because I understand Rust better now, but for now I just want it to work, and I want to hope that I can rely on it. All right, so now it's compiled, and yeah, so I'm searching for a season in this, and since I test with console logs, I want to output with a smiley face whatever I get in V. And the smiley face should give me string fall. All right, so this gives me string fall. And this is a, oh, by the way, and here I can match. Here I can match the output I have. And yeah, I want to yank this code too. And OP, maybe just for reference now. Comment this. All right. So at least I want to assert equals the v I get is equal to string fall. So JSON value I didn't yank it correctly. B crap. All right, let's type JSON value string, and inside there is going to be a fall to string. So this should give me the first layer of confidence for myself. All right, so this is okay. But in reality, what I want to get is an operand technically, right? Although, no, wait, this is a layer of confidence right now. And so the season fall is fine. I do actually want to get the example I had over here. So meal preferences. Yeah, I'm gonna call it another variable preferences. And yeah, it's going to be another object inside, and let's call it a suite again, right? No, preferences, let's call it a type, and call it a vegetarian, because this is a restaurant related sort of thing. Should still work. All right. Now, all right. Now I want to get another. Yeah, let's make this a season variable. So again, I'm not trying to JSON serde like cast into a struct that I know. The point of this exercise is to get the variable from a struct that I don't really know, because I'm kind of making a configuration engine, and I can never know what's inside there. All right, let's call it preferences type get season. Oh no, wait, get context var. The name is going to be, yeah, preferences dot type. So this should potentially give me vegetarian. Vegetarian. All right. So I gave it a context. So this should be a borrowed value. This should be a toString. and there should be a reference. All right. So I know for a fact that it will not compile correctly, or it will probably crash. P type, because I'm not actually sure I'm getting something that I should be getting. I'm not sure what is the type of code that I'm having right now. So V is not found because, oh yeah, I renamed the parameter and it's called a season. All right, what is my p type? So I need to find a console. Oh, so it did work. How on earth did I write this code up front and it's still working? All right, so this is a happy path. So at least I know this works. So yeah, let's Shift V to select, yank to copy, O to go to next line, escape, P for paste, D, W to delete word. So P type equals to string of vegetarian. All right. So the test now should work too. The other thing that I need to be able to test if it crashes anything is I should yank. I should search for something that doesn't exist. So no exist. The word missing val, and the missing val should be null. Come on. I think I had a null. Json value null. All right. So let's JSON value delete word null. And all of this is not needed. All right. Let's see if it did work. I was really that smart in the very beginning that my code just works. Now, I need to be sure that there's a number that I could have. So this is an inner object. just count 2 or 1. Okay, 1 rather. So this is a precursor for me to make my getter function to be battle tested. Oh wait, I didn't search for a nested non-existing piece of code. This is where it could break. No exist sub param should also be a null. Should also be a null. And I'm quite sure it will panic. Yes. And the error at result unwrap. Key must be a string at line 1. So it should be something here. Line 28 rather, yes, 28. Oh, yeah, there was a mistake on a... I didn't wrap it correctly. Okay. So it still works. All right. And I wanted to get a number. Yank. P. D word, D word, D word. Num. Yeah, and this should be a... Was it account? Yes, account. To string context. And... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm reusing the same value. All right, it makes sense. This is a num. And this should be number, and it was 1. I wonder if this is how it works, but yeah. Number, but found an integer. I guess I can call parse float. I believe that was a method when I used this thing. So previously I had some value. I took it. As F64. I believe I can make num. Hold on, let me think. should be a float, and num as f64 should be this. Scheiße. Oh yeah, it's considered to be a sum, so I am supposed to unwrap it. Oh, and it would throw an error. Let's see. Come on. Not found in value. You know, life is short, and me and my mouse habits. I'm going to quickly just match it. So visual, yank, O, P. So num value. I do expect to have a f32. Oh, come on, f32, match number, num. And f32. And I guess this would give me a, well, I'm gonna cheat. I know there's supposed to be a different value. Another part for me to learn. Num value. So I know for a fact there's supposed to be one. There can be only one. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if it would work. Shit. Alright, let's make it SF64. No harm done. Shit. F32, help built-in type F32. So, oh, okay. I can just remove this. Yeah. Know your types. Found an option. So I guess I can match it even further and this. Why? expected serde number. Json value sum. This should have worked. That's okay, cast it to this to make less errors maybe. Found option. But you did ask for some inside there. Expected this, found option. Do you get this? I don't. So this JSON value number, JSON value number, I pass a number in there, and in the original I was just checking if a value oh, this returns a sum as well. Alright, this is just something that I would need to double check. So this num value is of some. So I would need to cast this into my operands later. And I'm making groundwork to understand how to do this. Could not. Yeah, this should be option. See, I'm making so many errors, but I learn. Option. Yes. Je suis qu'un route avec toi. Shit. Yes, I know. Thank you. So this is not how you define options. This is how you define options. Good. So now I've got some confidence in the things that I'm doing. Alright, so I bottle tested my function. It's rather sturdy and steady and everything. Yes, this is becoming better. So I return clone of whatever I get from there. I wonder if I don't pass. So all right, so let's see here. I iterate over names. Then inside the current element, all right, so this is sturdy enough. All right, I hope this wasn't very boring for you, but thank you.